Close Wayne, Jordan, and Corey break down Jimbo Fish's press conference on Monday afternoon. Wayne McGahee, Democrat. Last week it was Minnesota running back Dalvin Cook breaking Adrian Peterson's Viking rookie debut record with 127 rushing yards against the Vikings. This week against a tough Pittsburgh defense, Cook carried the ball 12 times for 64 yards and came a half a yard short of his first NFL touchdown. The Vikings gave the ball to fullback C.J. Ham on the next play and he took it in for 6. I told Dalvin afterward, "I'm sorry that I had to take that away from you," Ham told reporters. He had an unbelievable run, and if he would have scored on that run, it would have been unbelievable, so it was up to the other Florida State running backs to pick up the Seminole flag this week. Enter Washington running back Chris Thompson. Thompson had a receiving touchdown in Week 1 against Philadelphia. This week against Los Angeles, Thompson carried the ball just 3 times. 2 of them went for touchdowns and he finished with 77 yards rushing. He also added 3 receptions for 29 yards. His 61-yard score was almost taken away by former FSU defensive back Lamarcus Joyner, but Thompson found a way into the end zone. Down at the end, Lamarcus Joyner almost caught me and it just reminded me of the situation we had during camp back in college, Thompson told reporters. I broke a long run and he caught me right at the 1-yard line. He hit me right at the 1-yard line in practice, so I saw him after the game and was like, man, you can't do that to me again. It was just a good play, a good job by the offensive line, good play by Coach Jay Gruden. Also, more Noles in the NFL. Former FSU running back Dalvin Cook has record-breaking debut, more Florida State QB James Blackman wowing teammates Jimbo Fisher on and off the field. More Florida State Wake Forest Game Time announced the New Falcons running back Devonta Freeman. He carried the ball 19 times for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns against Green Bay on Sunday night. He also added 2 receptions for 16 yards. Freeman is the only running back in the NFL to rush for 1,000 yards or more in each of the last 2 seasons, and could be on his way to a third 1,000-yard season. Team Player Week 1 Stats Cleveland. Roderick Johnson Baltimore. No Stats Pittsburgh. Vince Williams Minnesota 4 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 sack. Jacksonville East. Jalen Ramsey Tennessee 2 tackles. Jacksonville. Telvin Smith Tennessee 8 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 PD, 1 int. Buffalo. Nick Oliari Carolina. No Stats New York Jets. Terrence Brooks Oakland. No Stats Mia Milb Lawrence Timmins Los Angeles Chargers did not play Denverdi DeMarcus Walker Dallas and Jared Varot Menelik Watson Delas. No Stats Kansas City. Terrence Smith Philadelphia. No Stats Kansas City. Cam Irving Philadelphia. No Stats Oakland. Mario Edwards Jr. New York Jets 3 tackles, 2.5 TFL, 1.5 sacks. Oakland Rodney Hudson New York Jets. No Stats Oakland Sebastian Janikowski New York Jets injured. Oakland QB EJ Manuel New York Jets. No Stat Chicago Teddy Goldman Tampa Bay 3 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 sack. Chicago Christian Jones Tampa Bay 6 tackles. Green Bay Troy Atlanta. No Stats Minnesota Xavier Rhodes Pittsburgh 5 tackles, 1 PD. Minnesota Dalvin Cook Pittsburgh 12 car for 64 yards, 2 rec. Atlanta Devonta Freeman Green Bay 19 car, 484 yards and 2 TDs, 2 rec, for 16 yards. Carolina Kelvin Benjamin Buffalo 6 rec, for 77 yards. Carolina Graham Gano Buffalo 33 FGNEW Orleans CBPJ Williams New England 10 tackles, 1 PD. Tampa Bay DB Javin Elliott Chicago. No Stats Tampa Bay Jameis Winston Chicago 18 for 30 for 204 yards, 1 TD, 1 car, for 3 yards. Tampa Bay's Garrison Sanborn Chicago. No Stats New York Giants Og Bobby Hart Detroit. No Stats Philadelphia Timmy Jernigan Kansas City 4 tackles, 0.5 TFL, 0.5 sacks. Philadelphia Ronald Darby Kansas City injured. Philadelphia Patrick Robinson Kansas City 2 tackles. Philadelphia Nigel Bradham Kansas City 4 tackles. Washington Dustin Hopkins Los Angeles Rams 23 FG 33 X Washington Chris Thompson Los Angeles Rams 3 car for 77 yards, 2 TD, 3 rec, for 29 yards. Los Angeles Lamarcus Joyner Washington 9 tackler. San Francisco Tank Carradine Seattle 3 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 sack. San Francisco Dakota Watson Seattle 2 tackles.